Hi family. Guys, I'm shy. I'm shy because I just feel like I have not been in front of a camera in the longest time. Now I don't even know what to say. Guys, when somebody sends you and says, go get me one person that loves themselves so much, please don't forget me. I know it's good to love yourself, but I think I love myself extra more. That's good, right? So whenever I'm doing sit down videos, I always need to make sure that I have my mirror right on the other side. But if you guys see me looking this side, that's because that's where my mirror is, and I am just making sure I'm still in tune. Yeah. And if you guys hear noise, it's the kids in this complex playing. I don't know why they are choosing to play now. How cute do I look? Guys, first, this is rude. Okay, before we get to anything, please first compliment me. Just, guys, I look so beautiful in blue. I don't think I'll ever stop wearing blue because it's such a color that brings out my personality. Such a bubbly, cute, attractive, you name it. Hey, me. Anyways, happy new year, guys. Happy 2024. Happy 2024, guys. If you are watching this, right, if you are watching this right now, that means you and I have to go on our knees tatuike engoro tupandureni humbly and just say thank you, sweet Jesus. Do you know how it feels to make it to a new year? Do you know the privilege that you have? Do you know how many people died on the 31st of December 2023? You know how many people lost their lives in accidents last year? You know how many people are still in hospitals? You know how many people are still crippled and cannot walk, people cannot see, people cannot feel, people cannot smell. But most of us, you and I, myself and you, have our eyes to watch each other. So that's a privilege enough. Guys, I'm just being dramatic, guys. I'm being dramatic. So hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm lying. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's still our YouTube channel. Last year around November, I wanted to take back my YouTube channel. I wanted to take it back from you guys because you guys were not big nice people. So I really wanted to take it back and be like my YouTube channel. But then I realized that the Karunga will not be happy with me if I make a choice like that. So because of God, you guys, because of the Lord, He brings me back to order. So He brought me back to order again in this new year, and here we are, back in order. So happy 2024th year, guys. That was just a disclaimer. I'm sure you guys missed me, and I just missed my bubbly personality on our YouTube channel. Guys, open up, create YouTube channels. It's fun, guys. It's fun. The aim is not to make this video long. I don't even know why I'm doing this. Anyways, let me just stop it. Don't mind what just happened there. I honestly don't know what that was, but it's actually a very good energy for me to have, especially for the video that I am about to shoot, right? I try to surround myself with a lot of bubbly people. Then it keeps you sane, man. It keeps you away from getting depressed, because I know this world, we are getting depressed for various reasons, and especially if you are too much in your thoughts, if you are constantly alone, going through trials and tribulations, if you are hurting, you tend to get depressed easily. So if you surround yourself with people that are able to cheer you up on a daily, honestly, that is good. And that is what I've been doing, especially the past January, because it was such a sweet bitter month. It was really a sweet bitter month for me. I'm so grateful that here we are, and I managed to gather the courage for me to be able to do this video. So if I get emotional, which I possibly will not be, please do bear with me, all right? So I am trying to open up to my subscribers on something very personal about my life, something that I've never really shared on here. And for those that don't, this will be the first time you will ever hear me talk about this on this channel, and I don't think I'm gonna mention it ever again. All right, so the only reason really as to why I am coming on here to talk about it is the fact that somebody that recently just got to know me, and they didn't really know much about my life, and I don't really share deep information about my personal life on my YouTube channel. Not because I don't want to, but simply because I'm just trying to protect myself, and there are certain things that I feel like should not be exposed out there. You guys cannot be seeing where I live. The only thing you are allowed to see is my headboard. That is the only thing you are allowed to see when it comes to my space. All right, and please do not feel offended. It's a personal choice. We choose what to show on our channels, and if you are showing it, it's not that it's a bad thing. It's still up to you on what it is that you want to show the world. But as for me, I'm choosing to keep this space, my space, as intimate as I can possibly do, and that makes me very comfortable. All right. So on the channel, you guys have seen me do vlogs here and there. You've seen me speak about me going to see one of my mothers, or one of my many mothers, you know. But I've never really, or you guys have never really seen me take a video and say like, this is my biological mom or whatever, or this is my father. You haven't really seen much of father figures on the channel. Not that I don't have them, but an opportunity was never presented whereby most of you have seen my father figures, or my father or my mother or whatever. So that was just a background, you know. When you're a storyteller, you need to give a background story. So that was just a little background of where this video is heading to. For those of you that do not know, I lost my mother, my biological mother, a few years back. It has been officially 19 years since I lost my biological mom, and it has been exactly 14 years since I lost my dad, my biological father. Yeah, with the many fathers that I have and the many mothers that I have, but biologically I've lost both my parents. And what makes it really interesting about my parents is the fact that I was separated from my mom at a very tender age. Not even age, I think I was few months after birth. I was separated from my mom. I went to live with my great-grandmother on my paternal side, and I was not able to see my mom until I was, I think, 8-9 years old. That's when I was reunited with my mother again. All right, I've seen my father because I was at my paternal side of the family, but with his grandmother, not his mother. All right, and what he called home at that point was his mother's house. So his great-grandmother's house now was where I was residing from 3 months or 4 months to the point where I was finally reunited with my mother. Yeah, God was really good. I was able to reunite with my mother, and I was able to see my father also frequently because I moved to the city. I was able to meet a few of my siblings from my paternal side often, because we'll see each other during holidays, but not all of them. You guys know I'm blessed with a lot of siblings. I have like 14 siblings from my paternal side, and then we are only 2 from my maternal. So after reuniting with my mother, that's when I also got to meet my maternal sister. All right, I'm not sure how old she was, but she was quite young. But yeah, it was a privilege. I was so excited. I also, during the time, I was also meeting a few of my paternal siblings then at the point, and yeah, that's where it all began. I was reunited with my parents again, you know. So God has been really wonderful to me, to my family, to my siblings. The time upon reuniting me and my parentals, but it wasn't for too long. But I was able to grasp and also just enjoy the moment while it lasted, I guess. I was able to learn a few things from my parents. yeah, so basically, few years later after that, I lost my mom when I think I was grade 10. I was grade 10 when I lost my mom, and it was quite a shock because I just reunited with her. Why are you leaving me already? My goodness, you know. She left while I was still really young. I don't want to say age because then you guys will go and calculate how old I am. Oh, no. So at that point, we had just started with school. My mom passed on the 29th of January, right? So after my mom passing, it was not an easy journey. So yeah, as I was saying, after mom passing, I was a bit confused, right? I was a bit confused because I don't think you are ever prepared for death. And especially as a young child, you expect to see your mom, you expect to see your dad every time you come back from school, right? So my mom felt ill, and then when I returned back from holiday, she was at her mother's house, my grandmother's house, and I used to take care of her during the holiday at the time. So few days after coming back from the village, back to school, back to the hostel. So yeah, after coming back from the village, now that school had started, came back. That was January. She wasn't well, and she was rushed to the hospital few days later, and then she passed on the 29th of January. Okay. Yeah, it was like a blow in my face, man. I didn't know what to think. I was so young. So what happens now? Yeah, but you had all these people around you that still loved you, that showed you so much love, and were willing to, take over the journey with you as their parents, or as your parents, as your mothers, as your fathers. All right, life continued, and then after 4 years of mom's passing, and then dad then also passed on, and yeah, dad passed on as well, but it was also beginning of the year, right? It was beginning of the year. So I remember us going for the funeral. That was now to my great grandmother's house where I was raised, right? We went back for my dad's funeral, and that was the first time that I was going back. So that moment, after I think we buried dad, or not yet, I think a day before his burial or something, we were looking at the death certificates. I think I'm not really sure what transpired, but that was the day. That day when I saw the death certificate, that's when I personally realized that dad passed on the same day as mom. So I'm shooting this video on the 30th. In fact, yeah, I'm shooting it on the 30th. I wanted to shoot it on the 29th, right? That was yesterday. But then I just woke up in some emotional bubble, as always, like ever since the passing of my parents, like this specific day or days prior to the 29th of January has always been such an emotional roller coaster. And this year wasn't any different, especially when it comes to my emotions and how I felt. But because of the people that I surround myself with, they are always so thoughtful, and this time it was extra special because they were not willing to see me be in that bubble that I'll always be, and they were able to cheer me up. Get up, get out of the house, don't be in your thoughts, don't think about it too much, go do a little bit of shopping, just do what you need to do, but do not dwell on that, at least for today. So I was not able to get a chance to shoot the video on the 29th, the day where I was celebrating or remembering my parents. Okay, it's not nice to say remembering my parents passing. I think that's a bit creepy. But yeah, it was more of a day of just rejoicing. I cried a lot, like I cried a few cries, but it wasn't as deep as me being in my room and really just drowning in my own sorrows and crying myself to, I don't know what. But it was a very beautiful day. It was a very beautiful day. All I could remember was just beautiful memories of my parents. For those of you that have met my siblings, especially from my paternal, all of them are from my paternal anyways. What am I saying? Me and my maternal sisters also share same father, so I don't know what that was coming from. So if you've met my siblings, right, you've realized that most of us have such bubbly personalities. We have amazingly funny, the most funniest siblings you can ever come up around, the most outspoken siblings, the most charismatic personalities, man. Like my siblings really resembles their father. Oof. And when I say that, I mean it. We really resemble our father. Okay, maybe not physically. I look a little bit, just a few, yeah, a few. I look a little bit like my dad and a little bit like my mom. I'm like a mixture of it, So we all have really good fun personalities to be around. Like, it's never a down moment around my siblings. It doesn't matter whether you are just meeting us for the first time. We will make sure you enjoy our company because we are like that. We are our father's kids. So that was my father's personality. My mother's personality, on the other hand, she was such a loving woman. She was like the uniter of the family. She was so caring towards everybody, and it was such a big loss, man, to not have her around. She was the third of the 10 siblings, so it was such a big loss. Like, the rest of her siblings have lost like a big sister. So I possess a lot of my mother's characters as well. She was very calm. She was very collective. I'm not always calm and collective. I have my moments. Because of the characters that I got from my dad, I get to combine those, but they sparkle. My mother, my father, together, me, they sparkle. So, but the caring side, my dad had a weird way of caring, and he had a weird way of showing that he loved you, but never think he didn't love you. He would beat us, yes, definitely he would beat us, but he would beat us because he loves us and he just wants to make us right. He just wanted to make us right. My mother, on the other hand, she would not beat you. She would be like, like, yeah, and that's me. I will never beat you, but I'll use my mouth to bring you to order. If I'm lying. Guys, I'm lying. Okay, a little bit. I'm very outspoken, as you guys already know, and that's just how I am. And just not in a bad way. I actually love my personalities. I'm so grateful for having these two combined because it brings out the best out of me. Like, I'm an amazing person to have in your life. And if you don't have me in your life anymore, then it's okay. I guess we were never meant to be. But we shared such beautiful moments. That I can say for sure. Everybody that has been with me has shared amazing moments with me. I can't believe I am confidently saying that on my channel because it is the truth. It's true. Yeah, I really mean it, and I'm sure most of you watching will agree with me. Yeah, but yeah, that's basically it, guys. I don't have my parents, but the Lord took my biologicals, but the Lord also blessed me with amazing men and women that have been carrying that role and that responsibility as my fathers and my mothers exceptionally well. It's very hard for one to replace your mother, and that is obvious. They can never be, but all I'm saying is that the Lord has been so good to me. He has blessed me with amazing people. The one thing that I'll always be grateful to my parents is that they have blessed me with amazing siblings. We don't always get along, we don't always agree to the same things, but that is because of our parents' genes. Parents were very smart, very outspoken, apart from my dad. Apart from my mom, Dad was very outspoken, and that is why we all inherited that from him, but we love each other even if we don't show it at times. I know when we are together, me and my siblings, when we are together, and that's one thing that I'll always be grateful for my parents. They've given me a bunch of people, a bunch of, they just say take, all of them, take, 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 amazing siblings. So I'll always really appreciate that of my parents, you know. And I hope we're making them proud. I hope I am making my mom proud, that I know for sure. I hope we are all making our parents proud. I'm getting emotional. No, we are not doing that. So I hope we're really making them proud. And yeah, so that's basically it. That's what I wanted to bring to your attention. These tears need to go away. Yeah, so that's basically just what this video is all about. No pity parties. I'm not doing this to get some pity from you guys. I know most of you also live without your parents. Your parents have passed on. It's something to lose one parent on this specific day, but it's something so huge to lose both your parents on the same day. I lost my parents on the same day, but different years. You might have lost both your parents on the same day due to an accident, or you know. I sympathize with you. I feel your pain, you know, but one thing for sure, we're gonna be okay. We are gonna be okay, all right? So yeah, that's basically it. That's all I wanted to share with you guys. So when you see me, please give me a hug, because yeah, just hug me. I appreciate the hug. I'm a hugger. I'll hug you anyways. So please, when you see me, just give me a hug, you know. Yeah, so yeah, hope you guys, I'm hoping it's going to be really a productive year. I haven't set my goals for the year yet. I know last year I set my goals and I've achieved a few of them. So yeah, we try again this year. Let's be kind to one another. We are all fighting battles that we cannot understand. Be kind to the next person. Let's remain prayerful. Pray for each other. Pray for our circles. Be the friends. Be there genuinely. If guys, I can't emphasize this enough. We need genuine relationship. Please be a better friend, be a better partner. If you're in a relationship, give it your best, man. Let's stop hurting one another. Let's just be, we are the generation that is supposed to show examples to our kids and our little ones. Can we do better? If you are not being a good partner, try to do better as a partner. If you are single, enjoy your singleness right now and just prepare yourself for the perfect partner that is on his way or on her way, whatever. Let's just dwell on things that will grow, you know. Yeah, and let's remain prayerful. I know I'm a faithful woman. I believe everything comes to an end. Today I'm here, tomorrow I'm not. Today you are here, tomorrow. Nothing is promised, like nothing on earth is promised. You know, nothing is gonna last here. We are all just on the journey of departure, you know. So let's make the best out of it. Especially, please guide your heart. Guide your heart at every moment, guide it, and may it never change just because of circumstances that you find yourself due to what people have done to you. Please pray for your heart so it remains, you know, yeah. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys on the next videos. I hope you guys will enjoy the content this year. Yeah, nice content is coming up this year. And yeah, man, that was my story. So may our parents, all the orphans out there, may our parents' soul rest in eternal peace. We will always love them, but let's release them also, you know. It's never easy. Every day when you are reminded of the absence of your parents, it's such a depressive thing to think about. But when we do remember them, let's remember them for the good and let the memories not allow us to dwell so much into it that it breaks us, but let it build us, let it remind us that our guardian angels are up there and they are watching over us. So from me, your beautiful Delta, it's tata till see you guys on the next video. Ciao.